Here we are, there will be blood. As always. Alright, then now if I am not mistaken, and I presume I am not mistaken, we left off right here. Have we gotten through the library? I believe that's the last thing we have gotten through. The library, the great library of Alexandria. Safe as... Oh, wait, no, that's not how you're supposed to enter. Thank goodness Flame told me that one. You are actually supposed to go to the options menu, manage add-ons, cryptic passage, bada bing bada boom, and lo and behold, you're in the cryptic passage. Very cryptic. Lives up to its name, top shelf. And that is, in fact, the cryptic passage. The cryptic passage is the way through the options menu onto the DLC. That is the cryptic passage. The fact that they shell save slots and all that, and that they lull you into a false sense of security by having it all be accessible from outside that, is a mere bit of deception. It is a ruse! I'm on a boat. I am on some sort of a sailing vessel. It's episode 1, mission 5, Steamboat. What is that sound? It's unnerving. Well, either way, before I proceed, and I can see the Tesla gun over there. I think that's the Tesla gun. No, it's almost inevitably the Tesla gun. And it's a proper 3D model rotating about an axis. The Z-axis or the Y-axis, depending on how you perceive the world. We've been through this one. Are you dealing with a blackboard or a sheet of paper on a desk? Anyway, let's go through the ammo counts. Joy to the world, how exciting. First of all, I have 9... I mean, you can see the ammo at a glance at the bottom part of the screen. I don't necessarily have to check these counts. If I were to play on a reduced UI setting, then that might be a necessity. But then the solution to that sort of predicament would be to just expand the UI, so you can see all the ammo at a glance. But I might as well just drill that knowledge into myself. So when the time comes to make a decision, a snap judgment, I will have the knowledge I need. Right there, easily accessible. 9 shots from the flare gun. 14 shots from the shotgun and nothing in the Tommy gun. 33, a whopping 33. You do have an excellent point over the Flame. Yes, indeed, giving me the Tesla gun right off the bat is a bad sign. It is a powerful gun, and it doesn't bode well. I was about to ask what we were sailing through, but no, that's the shore. That's not the shore. We are not sailing through some sort of a river of filth. Uncharacteristically enough, even though we're playing blood, it's fine. It's just water right there. That bit of blue. 33 shots of the napalm launcher, however, gives me hope. That's a lot of ammo, and I have finally learned to properly use this thing. Not that it was difficult to aim or anything like that. The technical part is relatively easy, but I do have to figure out when it is actually necessary to switch to a given gun. And I think that's the tiniest bit of strategy you get in these sorts of games, isn't it? To figure out what sort of gun use on what sort of enemy, and to figure out what sort of situation calls for what. So I guess I will be more willing to switch to the napalm launcher in face of mundane adversity, shall we say, instead of just keeping it for bosses or something. I have plenty of ammo in the can. That's presumably something I should focus on using. Although, as we have firmly established, the can is just annoying to use. The left click deals basically no damage, and its main advantage is just setting foes on fire. But that's just damage over time. It takes so long for them to burn down, and in the meantime, they don't seem to have much of a pain reaction to being barely set on fire. Until they are firmly set on fire, they'll keep coming at you. And you can't really block in this game, so you'll just be trying to burn them down while circle strafing. Not the most efficient use of your time. Whereas the right click, of course, overwhelmingly often tends to hurt yourself. Even if you lob it, you'd think far away enough for it not to be an issue. No, it's almost always an issue. The AoE on this thing is immense. However, I guess it's a double-edged sword. It does work against enemies. If you want to set a huge group of them ablaze, I guess you can just lob the can. But you really have to be careful with this one. Then there are the two remaining types of dynamite. I just have the motion sensor one, which I just tend to blow myself up on. It is largely a liability. I know I could use this tactically. I would have to figure out a scenario where I can route an enemy through a corridor onto me. But once again, difficult to use. There's the tester gun, and then there is the voodoo doll. Now let me reload the save, so it's not to start at a disadvantage. I'll whip out the can, and presumably I'll save him... Well, I'll reload immediately after failing horribly. See, once again, it annoys me to no end. It annoys me a bit. Let's not be too extreme. It annoys me a bit that Caleb mumbles. Come on now. Now, I did get that, yeah. He forgot the words for the song. How hilarious. But still, come on. If you want to have voice lines in a game, just make them pronounced. If you're gonna have him say things clearly. How is it that the cultists can yell things so overwhelmingly loudly? And yet here's Caleb, little timid Caleb, just mumbling to himself as he slays guys. Come on now. I might make a conscious effort so not to talk like that, you know, so you can hear me clearly instead of putting in a situation that I'm in with Caleb. You can hardly hear him talk. Alright. Fine, let's stick to the can and proceed. The cultists are indeed very zealous, but then again, I wouldn't really consider Caleb to be a timid fellow himself. Is he? What? He killed something. What was that? No, it was a zombie. I know what it was. Okay. This is going to be difficult, but I'm gonna try it anyway. You know, I'm going to try it again. I like the idea. It's just difficult to execute. You have to prepare. First of all, they have to blow this up. They can shoot through the bars, well, through the planks, I guess. So first you have to destroy that. You could hypothetically do that with the pitchfork. And then you could toss in dynamite, you could toss in anything. It's so ridiculously annoying though. And that's one enemy taken out. That's it. But yeah, as we have firmly established, as you have mentioned, once you know, you know. And that's the zombie's head rolling indefinitely over there. And splatting into oblivion. Once you know the level's layout, once you know where the enemies are, it's no challenge at all. You just take your sweet time and plant things properly, toss the dynamite or whatever. But when you don't... it's next to impossible to plan ahead sufficiently. Sure, you can expect everything around every... Damn it! Every corner. Prepare the can, prepare to toss. I didn't get him. You know, I could try to set him up, I could just gun him down, or I could sacrifice the health. There's so many better ways of handling this. How do I do it without wasting the can, without setting myself on fire? Should I just give up on the can? I could just toss in dynamite, you know. It can be done. I could try the motion sensing one. Do you think this will work? Hop. Great, great, that was to be expected. That was about as much as I should have expected. You know, there are very simple solutions to these sorts of problems, but being the stubborn guy that I am, I desperately want to do it my way. Click. Okay. It has been primed. Now, can I get this cultist to... I just don't know anymore. Fine. Fine game, have it your way. Can I do this with... dynamite? No, presumably not. That's too far! It would have to bounce off a wall, or it would... or I might possibly bounce it off of the frame. That worked out surprisingly well. I don't know. Should I treat it as a turn-based strategy game, or should I just barge in though? Yeah, we've had this conversation to an extent, I guess. Just barging in though leads to almost certain death. So you have to peek around corners and be prepared to face anything. Then take them out one by one, patiently, slowly, meticulously. Not that that's no fun at all, but it's a very different experience from what you'd otherwise possibly expect out of a first-person shooter. But yes, that's because the difficulty levels are... I was about to quick melee that. No, that's not the game I'm playing. Sheesh. Quick melee, come on. Members only. Well, don't I just feel like a member? We are rounding a corner. What's on the other side? It's nothing. Okay, we are rounding another corner. There's something through here. For this... ah, yes, it is a zombie, isn't it? With an axe. Okay. Let's toss a cheeky little bit of dynamite. Step aside. There we go. Problem solved. Riverboat members only. Rotting and lifeless members lounge. The zombies count as members? Well, you know, I figured they were just, in the voodoo tradition, enslaved to the cult, but I guess they just have their own place in the pecking order. Alright, I believe that's a gargoyle. Let's lob a bit of dynamite around the corner. Nope, that's a sea monster. Monster see, monster do. Spider symbol. Presumably this requires a spider key. Ha! Once again, you gotta aim at the very edges of the sprites. That's it. That's the way you play the game. Oh dear, I figured it out. You know, I figured it out and I'm awfully disappointed in this. I've complained basically endlessly throughout the stream that you can't really sneak up on these guys. The moment they spot you is the moment they start shooting at you. You know, I'll take the 2 points of damage. So what is the solution? Well, that's very simple. They can only spot you when the center of mass has a direct path to your center of mass. Otherwise, they can't see you. Problem is that enemies will almost always be faster than you. However, Flame, keep this in mind. If you just see the very edge of a cultist, a bit of his sleeve perhaps, then you can shoot that bit of the sleeve and you can damage him. He doesn't see you because his center of mass has to align with your center of mass. So you can see him, he doesn't see you, you can shoot him, and you can kill him. And that's how you can go through the entire game, barring the circumstances where they just spawn enemies on top of you. You could play the game like that, and presumably on the highest difficulty level, that might just be the way you're expected to play if you want to beat the game at all. Because otherwise the cultists will shoot you. The shots will hit you. And the damage will kill you. So basically the only way around that is to kill the cultist, every single one of the cultists, every single one of the enemies that just shoot you, instead of just barreling towards you to engage you in melee. You have to shoot each one of them before they spot you, and you have to do it around corners. That's the only way. See, I can spot this cultist and I can shoot him right here, but he can't shoot me because he can't see me. So I'm at liberty to do anything I want to him. And indeed I have to. Dynamite. Lob it around the corner. Back away. And away he goes. Blown up to Kingdom Come. Why did I slide? You know what, never mind. Alright, I have gone around this. Might as well hop on in to this little room, whatever sort of lounge this is. Pick up whatever this is. Is there anything that activates when you play the piano? You gotta play the piano. I still remember being... Is it a piano? You know, the more I look at it, the less it looks like a piano to me, even though it seems to be a piano. Whatever, I presume it's supposed to be a piano, and I'm just gonna take its word for it. Well, as much of a word as can be taken here. I still remember the utter shock and horror when I've encountered a piano in The Evil Within. Played the Moonlight Sword, oh no. Yeah, but that's the right instinct to have. You have a piano over there, presumably you're supposed to play the piano. Because otherwise, why would there be a piano there? And then I've encountered a piano in The Evil Within, and you were able to absolutely do nothing with it. It was just there, you couldn't play it, it did not open a secret passage, it did absolutely nothing. It was glorious. Expectations readjusted, because why on earth would you expect to be able to play the piano? Really? Really? Okay. I mean, I may as well not stand on top of that, fine. Once again, it seems like a reasonable thing to do, at least from some perspective. Just hop on top of that wheel. Yeah, maybe you're supposed to stand on that part over there, but how would that improve the situation? There's nothing to be found there as far as I can see. Is this ship a steam? Well, it is a steamboat. At least it claims to be one. Tell you what, I think you're supposed to jump from up high and reach this little lifeboat. I don't think you can make it from here. Although I'm willing to give it a go just to see. Hop! Nope. I mean, you can, I guess. Huh. I did lose some health. So what exactly... Okay, let's say... For the sake of argument that you do manage to make it over here. How are you supposed to get back? Okay. Armor acquired. How do I return? The same way I came in? Can I make it? Ow. You know what? I'll just accept it. I'll just eat the damage. Might as well. And here's yet another instance of a door upon which Caleb does not remark in any way whatsoever. Annoying. Once again, gives the impression that this expansion was rushed. Which may very well be an incredibly correct impression. But nevertheless... Oh, look! Lifeboat nothing. Those are gill boats. Stuff boats. Alright then, let's head upstairs against my better judgment. Who am I kidding? I don't have a better judgment. This is the best I have. Was made by a different studio. Wait a minute, does he have exclusively recycled voice lines for the second expansion? Well, whatever, the first expansion. For the expansion? He did recycle his line from the second episode, over here. But are all of them recycled? Interesting. And now it's going to bother me. Is there a sharp drop in quality? Damn it. Yeah, I'm still above 100, I'm fine. Ow! I'm not fine, well, I'm still fine, but... Oh, right, of course, he needs another shot. See? This sort of thing just breaks the immersion for me. It just ruins the game for me. Could have just stabbed him with a pitchfork. It's not impossible to avoid this sort of behavior. Seriously, there's a... In fact, there's basically every reason and every way not to have your enemies plow into walls. It's not like the level's geometry is that complicated either. This is perfectly avoidable. It's worse when a cultist does it. That's true. What do you mean the duck? What, the duck? What, is it outside? Yep, that is indeed an important distinction. I mean, I guess you can hypothetically gear a duck as in equip it with stuff. I'm not sure why you would want to, but you could. Alright, let's do this. Let's just aim for the shoulder. Need a... Really? A duck? You're right! Oh, right, of course! That's yeah, the thing! Yeah, that's what we started the very level. That's what I've... of course. I started this level wondering about this exact thing. What is that? Frogs? Come on, frogs would have been more... Surely the frogs would have made more of a ribbit sort of sound. I just don't know. I don't know about the local fauna. Recycled sound from the swamp levels. I'm not gonna blame these people. Look, they got the assets, they got the engine, and they just got an assignment to make more levels. And props to them, they did make some. Okay, we are upstairs. Presumably you can reach this spot. Well, this spot. This area. And presumably you can go upstairs via at least 3 paths. There's the metal stairs down the corridor on the left, the right, and the central path through here. Because as intricate as these levels are, and as non-linear as they are, they just loop around. You know, that's not necessarily some sort of a damning statement. That's not as much... it's not as critical as I initially expected it to be. Whoa, no! God damn it, cultist, I'm busy pontificating over here. Have some decency. Anyway, it's not a bad thing, is it? Because ultimately, what would the alternative even be? They could hypothetically not loop around. And then they would have to be trees, I guess. In terms of, you know, graph theory. Because you could have them not be perfectly linear, going from point A to point B to point C, and then you could have branching paths. They made new graphical assets. Okay, I respect them even more. So they got the original assets and the original engine, they made some new assets, and they made new levels. About as much as you would expect. And, you know, there's no shame in that. I think this sort of thing happens all the time as far as the gaming industry is concerned. Frankly, these sorts of things, you know, the more I look at it, the more I, by the way, the more I look at it, the more I think this little texture is a bit too stretched, isn't it? Looks like an oval, and it looks like it was supposed to be a circle. Just a little observation. Although, I don't know, maybe this is intentional. Let's see what's on the menu, and then I'll continue pontificating. And presumably, watching out for incoming cultists. Zombie blood shooters. Larva with lime. And the rat bat twist. Worm-ridden filth. 666 plus tax. Ah, yes. Let's destroy this. Despicable dredge. Alright. Here's another door that cannot be... That's one way of putting it. It's not a door. It's just a heart container, I guess. Can you jump in? Does it close on you? Sea flame? You see? As I have mentioned previously, shoddy workmanship. I do respect certain things they've done, but come on now. I guess you could argue that at least the doors don't kill you, which I guess is a bit of progress. Ooh! Now why would this doll make a hissing sound? There seems to be no indication. Is it an automatic doll? It really doesn't seem to be. Oh, that's a feature of the remaster, not of the DLC. Fair enough. What is this pouch? Presumably it's ammo for something. Is that ammo for the voodoo doll or something? It's gotta be ammo for one of my weapons, but I can't tell which. Now, if I had to guess, I would say the voodoo doll. That is health? Curious. Creaky. Unnerving. A pool of blood, presumably. Oh, how appropriate, of course. A tiny... Oh, yes, it is an itty-bitty satchel of herbs. How quaint, how cute. I like the sprite, by the way, it's really nice. It's really round. They really sell this impression of a tiny little pouch. It seems kind of out of place in this game, because once again, yeah, it just doesn't seem to mesh with pretty much anything around. Doesn't work with the aesthetic that well. I mean, I get it, an ancient cult, a bit outdated on the tech, but still. A tiny little pouch. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? Is that a good moan or a bad moan? Pleasure or pain? Oh. They've used unused resources from the original. Fair enough. I'm not sure we should be heading here. Presumably... Caleb's got a bad feeling about this. Okay, we're going the other way. Caleb presumably knows what he's talking about. There's a limit to what can be done. Obviously, we'll have to go there eventually, but if I can avoid it...
I need a key.
For the briefest of times, then I will. Okay, we need the spider key to progress through here. Presumably, we will enter a room full of spiders. Those vicious little things. Is that... Ha 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 ha! Guess what? A life seed. How glorious. Alright. Let's try to make this. Let's not fall off. Ow. No. No, that just won't do. That just won't do either. I mean, you can hop on... You can skim the edge. Which is incredible. You can just hop on the edge of water. Like skipping rocks. It's not a tiny amount. It restores 50 HP. 50 HP is pretty respectable, I would say, yes. Damn it! Come on! How... Can you actually... You can hop quite a few times underwater. Each hit takes about, I don't know, 25 health or something. It's still suboptimal, but it can be done. Okay, let's position our little Caleb self perfectly. Hop, skip, and a jump. Okay, and now all we have to... A door? Hello, what have we here? Can this actually be opened? You know, I'll check. Hey, what's that guy doing though? Well, no, you cannot open that. Why would the... You know, I've tried to consider all the possibilities, but that door doesn't make a tiniest shred of sense on a boat in basically any context. For a brief moment I figured, oh, maybe that's how you enter the boat. No, clearly. Because once the boat is submerged, presumably it stays level. That's kind of how a boat is gonna work. So, no. Of course, obviously, presumably you enter via the deck. So, no, it would be insane to create a sort of a side path in a boat. Never mind. Oh! Whoa! Okay, let's wait for him. Will he round the corner? Can he actually... Is he stuck? Oh, of course he is. Of course he is, because this is blood we're dealing with. Oh, look, invisibility. I no longer have that bad of a feeling about this. Alright, first of all, we will investigate this particular side of the boat, and then I'll pick up the invisibility once we are on our way towards the source of the moons. No, no, no! Quick thinking. I have to pat myself on the back over here. That was well handled. Damn it! That was not well handled. Not in the slightest. You know, here's the thing. People say that you are supposed to check your corners. I still don't know how to do that. You have one set of eyes. And whenever you enter a room, you have what's in front of you to the left, what's in front of you to the right, and then you have the corner directly to the right and the corner directly to the left. How are you supposed to check every single one of those corners all at once? How are you supposed to do that? Indulge me. In this sort of game, how are you supposed to check every corner? I look to the right and I immediately get shot by the cultists. If I look to the left, I will of course spot the cultists, but by then I have made my choice. So is entering every single room essentially a coin flip, where you either check the left corner or the right corner first? Now granted, if you don't check your corners whatsoever, then it's not a coin flip anymore. There's then a 0% chance of you actually spotting the threat immediately. So it still makes sense to do that even in that context. This is not a good spot to use invisibility. No, there's something up ahead that scared the hell out of Caleb, and that's not an easy thing to accomplish. Ow. Of course, I got singed. Oh, come on now. That is indeed an interesting question. Is that actually what you enter when you follow that path? Makes me wonder. Because, from what I understand, you go down the path to the right. Then you enter through here. Hello, zombie. Goodbye, zombie. Wait, no, this is the path ahead, and you come out of this corridor here, whereas the source of the moaning was at the back of the ship over here. I genuinely don't know how to get through this. I mean, it's not like I don't see any option. In fact, I see plenty of options. Oh, stop. Stop yell hurling. No! And down he goes. Alright. Open the door, get on the floor. Pick up an item or more. Oh, a shark! That's ambitious. Impressive. A turkey! A bit less impressive, but still very nice. Steam! Also impressive, I guess. Okay, I'm too easily impressed at this point. Oh no. Oh. You know, I got to 200 hit points. Am I to just compulsively insist on retaining that count? Come on now, no, I should let myself get hurt a bit more. Otherwise, it's going to be a very annoying playthrough.
I'm not that hungry.
That's okay, Caleb. That's okay. Ooh, a remote detonator. And the dolls appear to have a motion sensor on them. Oh dear. Alright. Let's get out there and kill some cultists. Oh look! Down he goes. Anyone to the right? No. Was anyone out there on deck? Not anymore. Okay, I think I've seen both of the side rooms here. Now let's explore this area. Blood bill, excellent. Oh, yeah, that was just a drunkard, not a corpse. Never mind. What? Was that a... Was that a body? That looked like a body to me. Well, maybe severed limbs. You know, that doesn't really make it better to any extent. Oh dear. Well, let's pick up everything we have over here. At the front of the ship, whatever that's called. On the bridge? Is that the bridge? But we don't have the little wheel or anything like that over here. So is this the aft part of the boat? I'm not really up to speed on my marine terms. Not really a fan, not really an expert. Presumably this is a nice little angle to fall into the lifeboats from, but but that ship has sailed, so to speak. Alright, we have explored basically everything in the area. We have seen this, we have seen that. Through the door over here, we access the little medicinal pouch. We got the ammo here and there. 100 bullets for the... well, shells for the shotgun. I believe the time is ripe to proceed, pick up the invisibility and just go wild. Let's do this. Can you see me? $35. 5, 4, 3, 2, ow! It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's all fine now. It's not fine! It's okay, buddy. It's all fine now. I promise. This time it's fine. It's all fine. You're fine. You know what? I'll just let you chill out over here. Wish I could close the door behind him. Just relax, dude. It's fine. Spider key. You can barricade yourself behind this, should you choose to. I will check every chest of drawers, in case you were wondering. Now this little bit requires the skull key, which I do not yet have. This looks like it could be moved. Anything here? No. Alright. Well, in that case, we have investigated basically everything, so let's head on back to the doll. With the awareness, I guess, that as we head back, enemies may have repopulated areas that were previously safe. Oh, you know, civilians may have repopulated those areas too. That's also a remote possibility, I guess. Hi. Alright. Through the spider door we go. It's one cultist down. How many more to go? A rat! Clearly a target for the machine gun. Ow, how dare you? Get blown to smithereens. You know, at this point you should be glad I'm not using dynamite on rats or something, I guess. But then again, what are you supposed to do to dispatch the rats? And you have to dispatch them, they're such a nuisance. Why can't I play with the one-armed bandits? Come on, they should be interactive, obviously. But they're not.
I sure could use a drink.
I bet you could. As you can see, the menu is identical to the previous one. There's a doctor's bag over here, which we cannot use because we are overhealed at this stage. You know, since I'm overhealed, I can't just barge into places. At least for a little while longer. Fine, let's switch to the flare gun. Pew, pew. Yes. Down that zombie goes. Right, there's a path on the left, a path on the right. No, there's a switch. Is there a switch there? No. Can you just open this? No. Right, what about this door? Can you open this one? Yes. Anything of note? Is that... Of course, a zombie rising from the lavatory. I have no idea how it crawled out of there, but, you know, quite frankly, I presumably shouldn't inquire further. That is indeed a good question. Is it easier? It does feel relatively easy. Have I not struggled with a bit last time, though? A couple of levels? I think it may be easier. I think I might say that, because I do remember playing the game, the original campaigns, I mean, and I believe a lower difficulty... Although, no, hold on. I've switched to the exact same difficulty level, haven't I? Well done. So the comparison would be somewhat one-to-one. Maybe I just got more experienced. You know, to add a bit of optimism to the equation. I wouldn't have necessarily said that of my own volition, but you may be right. Or you may have just biased me, and that might be my biased impression right now. Oh dear, come on. Let's explore over here below deck first. This is presumably supposed to be the engine room. You know, the more I think about this, the more I realize that presumably you're not supposed to rush these enemies. I love how the sound caught up. Well, actually, I don't love it. I actually hate it. Presumably you're not supposed to rush the ranged enemies. By the way, I've just found the staff. The life leech. You're not supposed to rush the ranged enemies because they deal less damage if they're far away from you. Exit. Does that lead where I think it leads? No, that doesn't lead anywhere. It's closed. Can't quite leave. Now, this may sound positively insane, but obviously we need to do what we need to do. Let's hop on in! That was a nice little adventure, wasn't it? True, but you cannot overheal with anything other than the life seed. So since I'm above 100, that's basically permanent damage to the overheal health. No! I got distracted the tiniest of bits. I didn't expect that dynamite to just land at my feet! Burn. That was wonderful. Well, it was horrible, but wonderful in another way, I guess. Oh, oh no! This is annoying. What are the... Oh my god! I was about to... I was wondering what the cultist was, but... I guess I got an answer to that question. He'll get up, and I'll set him ablaze. Oh, this doesn't bode well. I guess this is the storage area. With the Cerberus and such. Cask of Almontillado, pub and grill. Ah yes, we've been there, we've been there. What? Oh, right, of course. It's a secret! We've picked up super armor. You know, before this becomes more of a problem, how about we just zap this doggy into oblivion? That is, assuming we can shoot through the bars, which presumably we can. I presumed wrong. Can you blow him up? Oh, you actually can. It's not efficient, but it can be done. And you know what? I'll take it. Presumably it can be let loose some other fashion, and I do not look forward to that happening. As I don't know, leave the room or something. It's one surprise I would prefer to avoid. Alright, we have dealt with the cargo hold. Have we though? We should open this and destroy whatever happens to be inside. But we can't. At least for now. Alright, we have collected a new key, the skull key, which we can use upstairs. And indeed, which we will use upstairs. Is that actually the exit? Makes me wonder. Oh no, come on. Whoa, whoa, really? Why? How? Whoa, no! They've repopulated the area! Yeah? I almost shot you, buddy. I could, no. Well, I could, but I won't. Presumably nothing of note. Which makes me wonder, are you actually supposed to be able to set it loose, or are you not? It's probably just a sound effect. If I were to hazard, I guess I would say that's the case. Okay, we've healed up back to 100. Because we've lost plenty of health in that little adventure. Oh wait, this just opens the side door to the members only area, of course. It's thoroughly unimpressive. Alright. Alright, in that case, we need to head to whichever place required this, the skull key, yeah. I thought it was over here, but no, I think it might have been upstairs instead. These levels are not that complicated. But it's surprising how easy it is to get lost on even simple maps. Yes, if you have to pay attention to more than just the navigation of such creepy locales. Oh, hello there. Down the zombie goes. You know, yeah, I think it's easier. Oh! Is he getting hurt by the... I think the sea monster is killing him. Excellent. Serves you right. Down goes the monster. Wait, are all the civilians dead? Nope, this guy is still running around. That just reminds me, I need to keep on using other weapons. For instance, there's the Tesla gun. It's so woefully underused. Right. Open it all, get on the floor. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh yeah, this is the bridge. Okay. There doesn't seem to be... I have an unsettling inkling that this little dumb waiter might be connected to what we've seen down below. I'm whipping out the Tesla gun and keeping my fingers crossed. Oh, that just opens the exit. Okay, can we mess with the wheel?
It's stuck.
Of course it's stuck. Of course, Caleb. Why can't you do anything right? It opened the exit, Caleb. It opened the exit. You even know where that is. It's down below. How can that be an... Presumably the area has been repopulated by cultists. All you know, zombies. No! No, you leave that poor civilian alone! Okay. See, the most crucial part, as far as this is concerned, is to be able to fall back to known territory, lick your wounds and all that, heal up, and let the burning enemies burn to death. If you open... If a door closes behind you, then your ability to do that becomes severely diminished, to put it mildly. Why did the door close this time? It used to be impossible to close it, and now it closed on its own. Just in the worst possible scenario. But yes, obviously the area has been repopulated with ghouls and beasties. Why wouldn't it? Alright. I've picked up the medicine pouch. Whoa, no! Hey! The cultist has angered the zombie. Listen to his triumph over there. He has managed to kill the zombie. Well, that's to be expected, really. It's a dumb zombie. My expectations don't have to be particularly high for me to expect the cultist to be able to tackle the zombie. Ooh, boy. Okay, first of all, let's burn this guy to death without alerting the cultist. Which is a hilarious prospect. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine being so blind to what is going on around you that a guy, I don't know, 10 feet away from you is killing a zombie by setting it on fire and you have no idea that's going on. Okay, let's set this guy alight. Let's use the napalm launcher. Let's not use the napalm launcher on a regular zombie. That's overkill. Down you go. Toot. Oh, look, another cultist. Down he goes. Come get some. And now to get a 100% kill rate, I have to revisit every single spot on the ship and kill every last one of them. I mean, not that I have to, but it would be a shame not to, wouldn't it? Where are they? Of course, there's a zombie right here. 2 shots, double tap it with the flare gun, and it's bound to go down soon enough. Down it goes. Not much up here. How about down here? Not really. Anything over there? I will go down this path soon enough because that's where the exit is. Let's go upstairs first. Excuse me, gentlemen. Not much up here. We have checked both of these doors. How about through here? That's the path downstairs, nothing through there. How about through here? No, that's the path downstairs. These are connected. We've already cleared out enemies over here. That's the bridge, nothing there. Alright, this path is clear. Now let's just go downstairs. Through here. Way back. Phew. I was worried I would set the civilian on fire by accident, but thankfully I did not. Let's head on back in and carefully deal with the cultist. Well, that was almost impossible to accomplish. He was right there. Right around the corner. Yeah, but for those who'd claim that I don't have a heart, I do. It's still beating. It's right there. Alright. Not much for... Of course, you can access this via the side path, silly me. Alright, so you can go through here, then you go downstairs, through there. Hi, gargoyle, hi, whoa! How do we deal with it? Whoa, hold on, did he just... Oh. What? Whatever. Right, the gargoyle's down and out. Did he get up? Did I just shoot him and just down him before I managed to kill him? Alright, anyway. Let's set these guys on fire. I would love to set them on fire using the can, but using the can in closed spaces is a recipe for disaster. Add 1 can to closed space. Die. That's it, that's the whole recipe. Let's try it anyway. Did that do anything? It did! It worked! Well, I guess I'm proud of myself. Right, anything— whoa! Yeah, no. You know, I guess it's these moments that separate the boys from the men. I got stuck though, panicked for a bit, but ultimately I have managed to stabilize, and I guess I should just— I'll just heal using the doctor's bag. I know where to find the spell one. I guess I should just live with the damage. Yeah, I've sustained some, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine to sustain damage from time to time. It's not like it's that much of an improvement to just keep on reloading constantly. Will this just keep making sounds? Is that it? Or do we have to set loose whatever's inside? Okay, let's blast this guy with the napalm launcher, why not? I'm all out of Tommy gun ammo. This is suspicious. Is that really the exit? Seems too good to be true.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Yes, we've heard this quote before. Caleb, whoa! Whatever. I nailed him in the end, and that's what matters. Danger. You know, I have an inkling. I think I know what happens when you flip the switch. Although, maybe you just ruined the boat, who knows. Or maybe, just maybe, you set free that monstrosity. Presumably that's what happens. Here goes nothing. It is the end of the level. But there's a switch over here. Presumably, you use it to open a path to that monster. Oh! Oh! You flee via a little motorboat. That's nice. What does this do? It just closes this door? Oh, that's a bit of a disappointment. No matter then. Let's finish the level. Once again, as can clearly be seen, I am a very thorough man. I have killed 79 out of 79 foes, and out of a single secret present on this level, I have discovered 4. 400% secret discovery rate. I'm pretty pleased with myself. Okay, episode 1, mission 6, graveyard. You could have fooled me though. This looks almost exactly like, I believe, the level before the last one. Or the level before that. The same music, basically the same layout, but this time, you arrive over here via the motorboat, you enter this gruesome graveyard, and I guess the layout is slightly different, so no. It's the same tile set, same music, same vibe, same trees, but a different level altogether. It is mission 6, but I believe this is a good time to stop on Cryptic Passage mission 6. And as such, thank you all oh so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.